Hey YouTube, this is Darth Cinema, and I am back again with another movie reaction and review. Today we're going to be looking at a film that's been highly anticipated for a while now. We're going to be looking at Maleficent. I just got back from this film, and the first thing I'm going to say is this is non-spoiler. There will be a spoiler review, non-spoiler first. So non-spoiler is this is a very interesting movie, and it kind of teeters between telling its own story and also retelling the famous Sleeping Beauty story. If you're expecting a shot-for-shot, line-for-line remake of the original animated Sleeping Beauty, you're going to be disappointed because there's not a lot of scenes in here, except for really when she curses Aurora at the beginning of the film. There's really nothing else that line-for-line takes from the original. But I still think, even with that being said, this is a very interesting film and visually very stunning, so I think you'll like this. So, yeah, it's worth a watch. It's not for everyone. I mean, if you like this darker look at fairy tales like you did with Snow White and the Huntsman, you'll find something you enjoy in this. So now we'll go into spoiler territory, so I'll give you guys a minute. Please, if you do not want it spoiled, click away from this video. And unless you want to, I will see you in a minute. Okay, so if you stuck around for this part of the video, then I assume you want the spoiler review. Okay, man, this is one of those hard movies that it's like really coming out of it. I did not know what to think of it. Let's talk about a few things. The runtime of the film. It's only an hour and a half, so it's kind of short, to be honest. I was surprised at how short it was. I mean, I complained Godzilla was too long. Coming in at around 2 hours, that's long for a Godzilla film. I expected a little bit more from this film, like a few more scenes. I felt there was some things that were missing, but to be honest, I can't put my finger on what exactly it was. Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. I have my doubts, but she was a very, very good Maleficent. And she was threatening when she needed to be. She was very intimidating when she needed to be. And like I said, the one scene where she curses Aurora, that famous scene, line for line is from, you can go and compare it to the original animated Sleeping Beauty, and it's line for line, same thing. And it worked extremely well. There are a lot of, there are a few, I shouldn't say a lot, there are a few familiar faces for those of you who see a lot of movies like myself. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Charlton Copley, who plays King Stefan. You'll recognize him from movies like District 9 and Elysium. He was pretty good in this, but to be honest, of course, when you're coming from seeing the animated Sleeping Beauty, going into this, I thought it was going to be a remake of the original. I'm glad it isn't, and I tried to be something on its own. It was kind of teetering between telling its own story and retelling the original. That was good. I liked it, and I felt the mix was very, very good. And for you Harry Potter fans, Imelda Staunton, who played Professor Umbridge in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, is in this again. As Knotgrass, yes, they do not call them Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. They call them Flittle, Knotgrass, and Thistlетwit. Kind of weird names, but alright, I'll go with it. And the one thing I loved from this movie is Sam Riley as Diaval. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Raven, or the Crow, whatever you want to call it, I'm calling it a Raven, so it looked like a Raven. Anyway, the Raven has a name in this movie. It's called Diaval. And you get to see him as a human. Yes, Maleficent was able to turn him into multiple creatures. One thing, yeah, the dragon scene is in this movie, but she does not turn into a dragon. Maleficent doesn't. Diaval does. It's interesting. I was a little disappointed when Maleficent didn't turn into a dragon, but what are you gonna do? it was interesting. It is good. I hesitate to call it great. The actress who played Aurora was Elle. I think it's pronounced Elle Fanning. She did a great job. Really captured the innocence of Aurora very well in this film, and I really had no complaints about her. Everything felt natural with her. There are a few problems there were a few things I did not like in that film. The one thing was when the three fairies were taking care of Aurora. If you've seen the animated version, yes, it was clear that the fairies had never raised a baby before, and they were completely new to this. But in this version, they really make them look like complete and utter idiots, even to the point where even when she's 16, they've been with her for 16 years, and they're still just as clueless as when they first started raising her. That's one thing I did not like. I mean, the fairies in the original at least knew how to take care of a child throughout the years. At least that's what was implied. In this one, we get to see a lot more of Maleficent's influence on Aurora, which provided for a lot of funny moments and cute moments with Aurora and Maleficent. Especially when she was a really little girl and wanted Maleficent to carry her. That was cute, and props to the little girl who was able to do that, because I heard a story that it was so hard trying to find a girl who wasn't scared of Angelina Jolie with the horns. It was good. It's different. This is one of those films. It's really, really different. There's really nothing much to say about it. It's one of those films that you gotta see to understand truly. What do I really think about it? I think it's a very interesting film, detailing how Maleficent became who she was, how she was in a relationship with King Stefan, but then in his greed to become king, he cut off her wings, and blinded by the revenge and just hatred of Stefan, she ended up cursing Aurora. But throughout the course of the film, as Maleficent begins to observe Aurora a lot more, she eventually regrets putting this curse on her and tries to find a way to stop it. The visuals in this film are absolutely astounding. Anyone who loves creatures, the fantasy creatures, like in Snow White and the Huntsman, are definitely going to love this, because there are so many, it's like eye candy. It's not bad eye candy like in Avatar, where it only relied on the visuals to tell the story. No, in this case, I felt that the visuals helped the story a lot more, and it really gave a scope and scale to how big this world is, and it wasn't just one kind of creature that inhabited everything. Yeah, it was good. There was only two trailers for this film, before this film. There was only Cinderella. Cinderella was just shot of the glass slipper, so live action part of Cinderella. If they try and make a dark version of that, that's going to be funny. And Big Hero 6, another Disney animation film, coming right off of Frozen. I hope that does well, because the trailer was funny, and I laughed a lot at that. Yeah. So what's my final look at Maleficent? Very confused. I've hardly seen a movie that's left me like this before. I don't know. I think that's a good thing that it's actually trying to carve its new story. So my final verdict for Maleficent, I will give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely. It was a very interesting film. It definitely put a new spin on Sleeping Beauty. It told the story a lot better than how Snow White and the Huntsman told that. There are things that Snow White and the Huntsman did better than Maleficent. There are some things Maleficent did better than that. But in the end, this film is a very enjoyable film. And it's only an hour and a half long. It makes you wish you want more. But in that case, I think this film succeeded. It was very interesting. All the actors felt right for that, and it's a really welcome change of pace to how fairy tale stories are told now. And if we see more like this, I will be happy. My name is Darth Cinema, guys, and I hope to see you next time with whatever movie comes out. My next plan is to see How to Train Your Dragon 2. I know I promised RoboCop in my animated films discriminated video, but sadly it's been a while and I am a procrastinator. Anyway, I will try very hard to stay more active with videos now, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Please click the like button, subscribe for more content. More subscribers gives me more incentive to do more content for you guys, because it shows me that you like what I'm doing. I can do reaction videos, I can do reviews. If you want me to review a film, please leave it in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get to that. My name is Darth Cinema. I'll see you next time. Peace out.